Greetings. Happy Monday to you. Hope you're having a terrific day. A couple of days ago, I talked about the aspect of motivation in a character. When we know why a character wants to accomplish a goal, it makes for a much more compelling story. Well, in the case of the goals, this is another area that it's important to look at because too often I will hear stories about characters who want to be happy, or they want to be financially independent, or they want to get out of debt. Now, on the surface, those sound like good goals, but in reality, they're not compelling. Why? Because they're not specific. Saying I want to be financially independent, what does that mean? If a financial advisor is telling a story of a client who walked into her office and said, I want to be able to retire in 9 years when I'm 65 years old so I can go visit my grandkids in Scottsdale and travel the United States, that's a specific goal. Or if someone says, I want to be happy, and what I mean by that is I want to be able to travel to a new country every year, and I want to be able to give away 10% of my income to these two charities that I really care about. That's a specific goal. Or maybe the student or the person who says, I want to retire my student debt in the next 5 years. I want to get rid of $100,000 of student debt so I'm not saddled by all this struggle and frustration, just having this debt hanging over me. Those are specific goals. So as you're crafting your story, use some specificity. The great speaker and speaker coach, Patricia Fripp, says, specificity builds credibility. It also makes for a better story. To add another layer to this, the reason the specific goal is so helpful is when that character meets those inevitable obstacles with that time pressure, it's going to make for a better story. So if your client wants to retire in 9 years and travel to Scottsdale once a year to see her grandkids and also travel the United States, if 3 years into the story she is hit with a job loss or perhaps an unexpected medical bill that can threaten that long-term goal, it makes for a better story. We're more engaged because we want to see this person overcome the obstacle. So be specific about your goal for your client, or I'm sorry, for your main character, and you will make for a much better story, especially when that's tied to motivation.